Hailing from Southlake, two up-and-coming movie producers and actresses, the Wimbrey Sisters, are already making a name for themselves with their first ever feature film, Summer of Violence. The movie tells the story of a college graduate who turns down law school to focus on poetry. The Wimbrey Sisters, Hannah and Psalms, join us to talk about their road to Hollywood. Welcome to Texas today. So nice to meet you both.
So nice to meet you.
Okay, first of all, I love the outfits. So pretty.
Thank you. too. I love it. It's pretty coordinated.
Yes. So how did you two get involved or actually become interested on acting and producing?
Yes. So my acting journey started actually whenever I was in middle school. And she actually begged me to do this theater show with her, and I was kind of about it, but then I did it with her, and it was actually Rapunzel, and I just fell in love with acting after that. I loved making people feel something, entertaining them, so I kind of dove into the world of acting with theater, and eventually it branched to film, and then eventually it branched to being behind the camera and producing. So
that's super cool. What about you, Hannah?
Yes, along the same lines. We've always grown up together and had the same interest. And of course, I always we love performing. We're always performing for our family for the longest time. We decided, what, classes, let's go ahead and take those. So we started doing classes, and we really enjoyed film specifically. And then we want to learn not only in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. So that was really important to us.
You own a production company. What do you tell us about it?
Yes, so we started our production company called 360 Films this time last year during the summer, and we call it 360 because in our lives everything's full circle, such as being in front of the camera and behind the camera, really studying and deep diving into it. And it's been a really incredible journey with all the projects that we have coming up.
Very nice. And last year was very special because you all debuted your first film.
Yes, we debuted Summer of Violence, our film, and we are so excited. We're so blessed. It's just been an amazing journey. Summer of Violence is actually based on a true event that happened in Colorado. So our movie is a message to end gun violence. And the writer and director of this movie, Nikki Michaud, she wrote poems back in her young days. And now she incorporated her poems into the movie, and the poems are full of love, and it's a message to use love to end gun violence.
Very nice. And I also heard that it got a lot of awards. Can you please brag about it?
Yes, ma'am. So the past, I want to say, year, we've been able to have our film go ahead and screen at film festivals. We just came from DTLA Film Festival. We won Best Picture and Best Audience, and we've been nominated in Austin Film Festival, won in Tallgrass, and just to name a few. But the last year has been really busy, but very, very grateful for the experience. It's been amazing.
Congratulations. That is amazing. Okay, I have to ask, what do you both enjoy the most about producing?
So we've always been in front of the camera. We always loved acting. That's where it started. But what I really appreciate about being behind the camera is seeing everything come together. And I realized when we were on production that if one person's not doing their job, it's not like you can get away with it. It's where's the person supposed to do this? Little stuff. So that's what I really liked about it.
What about you,
Yes. I mean, along the same lines as well, I love being able to see that it really does take a village to make something so beautiful, and it's really the team effort. We were definitely lucky enough to have an entire crew love what they do, and we all had the same passion for the project. So being able to experience that on camera and behind the camera has been very eye-opening, very educational. There's a lot of things that I still take note of real quick. If I don't know a word, I'm like, oh, for sure. Google, what does that mean?
Thank Google for that.
It's been a lot of enlightening education about film.
For those watching who would love to watch this movie, how can we do that?
Yes, so we will be able to have our film out in theaters in spring 2024.
Cool.
And also you can keep up with us on summerofviolence.com, as long as our all of our social media pages, Summer of Violence, the Summer of Violence film. And yes, you can become an insider on the site.
I just love how y'all are just doing it all.
Thank
360.
you.
I like it.
360 full circle. We love it. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you both so much for joining us today, and thank you for all the success you are having. That's amazing.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
To watch the official Summer of Violence trailer, visit summerofviolence.com, and to keep up with Psalms and Hannah, follow them on Instagram at Wimbrey Sisters.